What's going on, guys? It's your boy Panda here, and welcome back to the channel, and we have some more XDefiant news for you, and it's not good news when it comes to the potential of a release happening this weekend when it comes to Ludwig's event showing off the game tomorrow, September 3rd. So at the time of recording this, we had all this hype of today, the 2nd being that day, but then XDefiant did announce that the 3rd would be the showcase for their game, but it doesn't seem like we're going to get a shadow release like everyone believes. Before we go any further, I want to let you guys know you guys can use my code at GFuel.com, so code PANDA, P-A-N-D-U-H, to save 30% off your next order at GFuel. If you guys want to support me in any other way than just watching the videos and liking on the channel, that's the best way to do it. If you guys have never had GFuel before, I recommend starting off with like Hype Sauce, Bahama Mama, or what is one of my favorites right now of Hibiscus Tea. Enjoy the video, guys. I first want to say that like the amount of support has been insane on the channel, and the XDefiant community has brought me, a lot of joy right now. You guys have been awesome. The XDefiant community has been something I didn't expect to be I'm used to the COD community, you gotta remember that. So I'm used to the really toxic side of the community, and you guys have been like, hey, keep that faith, the game's gonna be good, we're still all waiting for the game, but I know a lot of you are as frustrated as I am, and we'll talk about that later in this video. So the reason we have this information actually about the 2nd and the 3rd was Ludwig had a competition to see who the greatest gamer on YouTube is, and it's a competitive thing. They're playing a bunch of games, and they announced that XDefiant would be showcased on the 3rd. So everyone was super excited, like, hey, we're going to finally see the game, and we're going to have a release date. So there's still a potential for the release date to be announced. A lot of people thought a soft launch would happen. I myself thought it would be interesting to see a soft launch, but it logically made no sense just because of it being a federal holiday weekend and a weekend at the most. Games don't launch on weekends. They launch on Thursdays and Fridays to lead up to weekends. So thinking that it was going to launch on a Sunday just to me doesn't make any sense. Now, would it be crazy and have a lot of hype? Probably, but it also wouldn't get the attention it needs just for it being that federal holiday. There wouldn't be anyone in the office to go in and fix any bugs and stuff that they have, going on in the game or any server-side issues, so it doesn't make sense to see that. Now, there is a very, very high potential that we will see a release date while they're talking about the game tomorrow at 12 p.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Pacific is when it starts, so 3 p.m. Eastern. So there is a very high potential that we'll see a release date then, but there also was a little bit of news that happened today on the PlayStation side of things. They were talking about it over on Twitter, and I just thought it was interesting to talk about is that the PlayStation Store side of things, at least for some people on the PS5, shows that the open beta has been converted back to the insider playtest. It's no longer called the XDefiant open beta that it was previously called on PlayStation. Now, this could just mean nothing, but it was server-side updated on the 1st yesterday by Ubisoft, so they went through and did something, and could just be the beginning of the month. We could be reaching here at something, but I have nothing better to talk about XDefiant-wise, so I figured I would make this video. So let's talk about this whole XDefiant thing just as a community and just as a post here that I know I've been making a lot of commentary-style videos recently on the channel, but it has been nice to have discussion with you guys, and I posted something on my community page the other day asking, is XDefiant putting themselves in a hole by not marketing and having any announcements and this, that, and the other? And the overwhelming majority of people who have come to the channel through just XDefiant are all on the same page of, hey, this is getting out of hand. And people are frustrated and people are upset that the game is not getting any kind of announcements. It's not getting any info posted about it. You get an occasional tweet here and there from creators and dev teams of, we hope to have something soon, and hope is something that this community and this gaming industry doesn't rely on because we quickly forget about games and we move on to other ones, which is sad. But in something that had so much hype out of the last beta, it's so frustrating to be on the other end waiting for this game to get announced. I mean, hell, just give us a gameplay teaser on Twitter or on YouTube that someone can go watch and just be like, oh, I can't wait to see this game more. And yeah, we have Ludwig's event tomorrow, but that just doesn't fill that void. We're going to sit there and watch people play the game in a competitive nature that, we might not watch in the past, you might not want to see, but it's not the hands-on that we want to see with it. Yeah, we're going to get to see the game, and I have a feeling, based off of what that PlayStation 5 thing came out with the insider testing, we're going to see beta gameplay again. We're not going to see full launch gameplay, and that's what's really frustrating is because we have not seen anything from after the beta. From what happened in the beta with netcode issues and server-side stability and all that kind of stuff, from all the NDA versions I played that were watermarks on the screen and all the issues the game was having, the beta was a beautiful way to showcase what they've improved, and I was hoping some kind of gameplay trailer or gameplay that we saw from beta to release would give off more of like, hey, this is how far we've come from the issues that we had previously, which I could be talking and not know what I'm talking about right now and just going down a road that tomorrow could show off all these new features and all this new style of gameplay and smooth and efficient gameplay, but something tells me the game isn't ready to launch, and they just can't admit that yet, which I hope to God is not true. And some people are like, oh my God, can't you talk about something else? Can't we do something else? I mean, in my line of content, there's nothing to talk about right now. We made a video on Call of Duty talking about the perks and stuff, but from now until October 6th, there's not going to be a lot of Call of Duty news. And we were all hoping that XDefiant would fill in that void of content for the time being, because I know a lot of people are going to be playing both. Myself, my friends, all of us included, we already have plans to be, COD release, be there, play that. But a fallback game when we get tired of playing Call of Duty was going to be that of XDefiant, and vice versa. When you get tired of playing XDefiant, you want to go play something else, you can go play Call of Duty multiplayer. So we're just in a spot right now where the community is just up in arms because we want the game. And that's kind of all we have. I want to hear more of your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. We've been reaching a whole group of audience that I've never reached before that have been talking about this game, and it's been awesome to hear your guys' thoughts on it. So I love you guys to death. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Turn on those post notification bells so you guys never miss an upload, and stay up to date with everything XDefiant, Call of Duty, and anything else that we seem to want to bring to the channel. I will see you guys in the next video. Deuces, boys.